including
Yeah, that seems to be a thing.
Yeah, it's like the NFL.
It's going around.
No one. It is going around these days. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry that you had to watch that. I'm sorry to any children who watched that on Nickelodeon when they're accidentally trying to watch their shows. Although
you've lost a generation of football fans before they even started.
So I hadn't planned on watching the Nickelodeon, but the semi-illegal stream or whatnot that I found here at the office was just happened to be the Nickelodeon one. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. Half the time I have the sound off. Ooh, this is a good one. How do you feel about the secret pod play?
I like it, honestly.
Yeah, Bears team total under whatever it was.
I got an under on this game. Finally, get a total this week. That's not a sweat.
I think totals might go 3-3. 3 overs yesterday. 3
overs.
Well, yesterday did split. Yes.
Yeah, and actually, I heard somebody celebrating it over there. Did it ever really get to 50.5? I didn't see it.
Yes, there were some.
Oh, it did? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Game day, it got down there? Okay. I didn't see that. Okay, cool. That's cool.
Look at this. Jay's Tennis, smart guy. Florida man snags under 47 live.
Good work, buddy.
My
guess is it's a lot lower than that.
Yeah, big takeaway right now. Bears defense is playing up. Bears offense is wasting that. Nagy, some of the play calling is rough. I have a Montgomery over rushes prop, so have at it. Be stupid, but wasted. Mitch had a nice pass to the sidelines. Mitch threw an interception that was dropped. Mitch had a nice pass to the end zone that was also dropped. So some of the things that are going right for the Bears are not actually going all that right in the end. Somebody said, the Bears are having bad luck. You had the 15-yard penalty. You had the interception return. Well, they also got a tipped interception, defensive lineman interception. They had a missed field goal. The Saints dropped that interception. I think this has been about even as far as bad breaks, if you want to say good breaks.
I guess breaks. If you have an over in this game, you can bellyache a little, but not either side.
Yeah. If you have an over, I'm sorry.
What I guess the Bears cover the first half, right? That was probably a 6-ish, 7-point first half line. What was it?
I would assume 6.5 is what I think I saw out there. Okay. Oh yeah, the Bears. I think maybe the most surprising thing being the leading receivers are Wims and the punt returner Harris. Not only, I think he's had like 6 targets. This Harris guy is getting, for some reason, he's getting the looks all the time. So I haven't looked at lines yet. Let's pull.
I'm looking at
your thoughts on the Saints offense.
So there is a telltale look when Sean Payton is feeling himself, right? When he's feeling himself as a play caller, and the Saints are getting like 4 yards, and it's like 3rd and 2, and they're right around midfield. That's when he usually comes up with a nice play to get a guy over the middle, running free, Jared Cook or Thomas or whatever. They catch that guy running free and they strike for like a 40-yard touchdown. Yep. They've had a couple of chances to do that today, and they're not calling that play for some reason. So I don't know if it's Peyton is not in the zone, he's not really feeling it, or if it's something specifically that the Bears are doing defensively that is making the difference in this game. The Bears front 7 is playing great. We know they're great. Without Roquan Smith, no problem. They're tackling well. They're playing they're creating. They're collapsing the pocket, going up against one of the best offensive lines in football. They're doing great. Problem is that those big bodies wear down. You get tired. You can't keep doing that all game. Eventually, I think the Saints, this is going to get away from them. The Bears are going to need to score right out of the gate here, put some pressure on the Saints, and hope Drew Brees' noodle arm shows up at some point. I think, and
this is a good point from known Moondog Moonpie. I mean, wide open. Like that is a touchdown. That was they talked about that overturning on the ball that, the tip just barely touched the ground. I'm fine with them calling that a pick or an incompletion. That was so close, go either way. But the fact they missed a field goal and the field position was turned out to be 2 yards difference. It didn't turn out to be that big of a change. This was a massive play the fact that somebody got their mitt on that ball, and instead of a touchdown, it was a turnover. So yeah, the Saints have looked lackadaisical a little with the play calling and not getting Kamara any. I know somebody was pretty mad about Kamara not getting many targets.
Mm-hmm. So, I think I honestly, that adjustment is there for you. That is your key adjustment in the second half. If you are the New Orleans Saints, you look at what you just did and you say, wait a second. We have Michael Thomas. We have Alvin Kamara. We're not targeting these guys enough in the passing game. I think you pretty much abandon the run at this point. There's really no reason. Get Alvin Kamara the ball.
Get him out in space.
And honestly, maybe they know he's not 100%. He's coming off the actual, COVID. I mean, we're assuming he had symptoms and he's, a little limited in that regard, potentially. He's looked lively, though. I haven't seen any signs that he's not a guy that you could lean on in the passing game. I don't need to see any more targets to Harris. That's enough. Let's get Kamara involved in the passing game. And I think that's going to be the difference in the second half. I kind of want to take Saints -6. I don't love it. No,
there hasn't been a play. There hasn't been a play I've loved yet. These playoffs, these second halves, they've been very tight. The one that won, I didn't mind. That 6 was a lot of points for the Rams.
Yeah, but you don't feel that way about the Bears, huh?
No, I don't, because I don't think that's nearly the same kind of team. They're not although the way that they're calling the offense right now for the Saints, it feels like man, it feels like we've had Pete Carroll coaching one of these teams in every game. Like, I made the joke about punting for the Titans.
Yes,
that was a Pete Carroll special.
That was a Pete Carroll move for sure. I guess the question is the adjustment seems obvious for me for the Saints, but the Bears, I'm not sure really what you can do. I already put that one up. I like that comment. That was a good one.
I didn't see that.
I guess the Saints defense is great. They're great. You had your chance with your trick play. It didn't work out because Wims, was looking in the lights and thinking about how he was going to celebrate that touchdown, I guess. But I don't really know what you do to get your offense going here. Mitch Trubisky, get him out of the pocket more. He's only got one rush attempt, and it was that sad 4th down and 4. Again, kind of coaches consistently do this where they wait too long to decide what they're going to do on 4th down in those situations. I feel like personally, and then this is not based on data. I will look at this in the offseason more closely, and I may be totally full of shit. But I feel like the longer time you give the defense to prepare for that 4th down, the more screwed you are. And, if you can catch them kind of celebrating that they got the 3rd down stop and then kind of get lined up quickly, like that was like the Brady Belichick special. Just get up to the line of scrimmage, snap it, rush and get your 4th down converted. Like that was the classic. If you take a timeout, you let your defense get set, they've let everybody figures out roles and responsibilities. It's that much tougher to convert it. Nagy waited too long to decide to go for it. He runs that play. Mitch only gets 2 yards instead of 4. And honestly, I think if I'm the Bears, that's the adjustment I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get Mitch more involved on the ground. I don't know that you're going to get yards and chunks in this one. That seems to be the only way the Bears passing offense really has worked, right? When it's chunks, they're not getting efficient 10-yard passing completions. They're only getting it over the top. So I guess my general read on this is the Bears big bodies on that D line are going to wear down. They're going to run out of gas. And at that point, Drew Brees is going to pick this team apart. There might be some matriculation of the ball down the field for the Saints in the second half. Has any of my breakdown here inspired you on any of these second half bets for the people?
I mean, yeah, if I had to bet something, it would just be the gross chalk and Saints, because they have so many offensive weapons. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing with all that? It's not like Harrison's looked bad. Like, he's catching the balls. It's not like you've had all these targets to Harris and he's letting you down. But we need to get several Saints into the slime zone.
What did you think of Mitch Trubisky's performance so far from a passing standpoint? He made, obviously his awesome.
It's a mixed bag, like you always get.
Right. Have you seen him make any good
throws? Couple bad throws.
Have we seen him go left today? I haven't seen him go left yet.
A lot down the middle. I should find a spray chart for him. So,
well, whatever the case is.
All right, we're at 5.5 and 22.5 in a different book. So, How about -5.5?
Sure. What
Teams
price?
are coming out. Get out the fuck out of here, dumb.
What kind of price? What kind
I
of price?
can get 5.5 plus 05.
All right, I'm gonna lay 6 at +115, but I like it for the purposes of the pod to grade it on that.
Yeah, either way.
All right,
Getting a DM here. Cliff is the real Frank Brank. He says, "What is your Chiefs Ravens number?" 4. What's yours?
3. But I think it's going to be like 4.5, 5, right?
Yeah, but you have a double bias going on where you were super cold on the Chiefs at the end, and you have
double, triple. I might have a triple bias.
It's actually a double, triple bias.
I think it might be a double, triple bias because I've been looking forward to this game and really, I've been fat on the Ravens for a long time now. So,
if you have player props, oh boy, am I going to screw this up?
What was your price?
I almost said Scottish. Irish friend.
Irish. Oh yeah.
I know. It's probably offensive to call him Scottish. Irish friend Aiden O'Sullivan.
Nice.
Kamara second half receiving line at 15.5. You would think they'd get him the ball a couple times. You can cash that on one. You can cash that on one target.
I love that. What was your New Orleans number again? -5.5.
5.5 plus 05.
Plus 105. Okay. Yeah. That's great. I like that. Good looking out there. All right, Sully with a nice look there, man. I'd like to be able to bet into some player props at halftime. Mix it up a little bit.
Aiden is a top fella.
Yeah, absolutely. Top fella for sure.
I don't know, probably Matchbook. Maybe he'll answer. Maybe he'll answer in the chat though.
Yeah, Kamara prop was over 15.5 yards receiving. Which I love, honestly, because that's the key adjustment here for the Saints in the second half. I haven't loved
getting Doug Peterson. Could you suggest a touchdown score? I can't. It's price. That's something you got to be price based.
Kamara receiving touchdown.
Yeah, I mean,
he's going to rip off a 60-yarder. I think everything is price based. Like, there's some guys that are likely to score, but I'd have to see some numbers on that. I'm gonna have to see if some of these books have that, so I can just pull that up at halftime. Because those are fun. I see a lot of people doing some of the stuff, betting, just anytime second half score or first score of the second. I know I have some outs where you can get who will score the next touchdown, but hey,
those prices aren't great.
Hey, are you on set at Nickelodeon? That looks like that looks familiar to me. From my days as a youth.
Yeah, Legends, Hidden Temple, Silver Snakes for life.
Oh, you were a Silver Snakes?
Damn right. Were you a Purple Monkey?
I love the monkeys. Yeah, I love.
Are they purple? I don't know if I could name them all.
How many do you think you could name?
You do it. I'm gonna look them up.
No, I'm already looking at it.
Okay, shit. I think that might be it, man. The green iguanas or lizards or something. Purple jaguars. It was purple jaguars.
The purple jaguars were awesome.
Orange monkeys. I don't know. It was fun. I like that show. I like game shows a lot, or whatever you want to call that. Overtime.
I was also a big fan of the blue barracudas, obviously because of the fish and the swimming element. Oh, Patterson almost took it deep. He had a really nice return there for the Bears, of course.
Of course, that's how that goes.
Of course, the red jaguars, the silver snakes, the orange iguanas, the green
Jones,
and the purple parrots. Yeah, so
the pink spiders
were there? No. Did they
amazing.
Eventually go beyond 6? They didn't go beyond 6 teams, right?
No.
The Jaguars and the Monkeys and the Barracudas were my.
Does JT pull this out?
Cheered for.
No. If he can slur his way to this championship, that would be great.
Did he win this last year too? Is this back to back for him? Potentially?
I have no idea, man. I did so bad at this tournament.
Oh, did you play it this year?
No. I mean, I have one matchup that's a hole away from winning by a few, so didn't play much in this. Patrick Reed is not going to win. I had a few bucks on him. I have
JT did win last year. This is back to back for him.
Back to back.
Although Joaquin Neiman is playing very well.
David Montgomery, I don't need him to get any yards, just carries. Let's go. That's 11. 6 more.
Boy, boy, is the running game not working for the Bears, by the
No,
way.
just like throw the ball. I get
I
that
don't know
Mitch
what
can't throw left and he's had some issues, but throw or do some designed runs. Some of the designed runs we saw with Josh Allen the other day, those and as we say it, like they're deep to Allen Robinson.
Did he connect?
Yes. But just to the 50, but
That's pretty good though. 21-yarder down the middle.
there have been a lot of flags in this game, haven't there? I'm not
It's
sure
been a
what Cole,
floppy game for everyone involved.
I'm not sure what Cole Kmet did, but
That was kind of left. I'll give him look. He was reading left there. He was looking at the play, working out left.
have you ever been to Hawaii? Yes.
Many
It's
times.
lovely.
Hawaii is
So much-
amazing. I am.
You're a lot
very,
closer
very,
than I am.
very, very interested in going back. I've checked the rules all the time, looking for deals. Would love to go back to Hawaii. Ooh, interesting question. Where do you think the
It's 7.
Rams Green Bay take? Is that what the number is?
I'm
It's
seeing
sub on 7?
I'm seeing A7. Like there's the market isn't in full agreement. I don't think. I haven't shopped around, but
Well, damn.
I'm seeing a 7. That's
I was
fair.
hopeful. I know. I was hopeful to get 7.5 or 8. If it's 7, then I'm out. That's not a good number, really.
No, it sucks. It's not a great teaser number either.
No, it looked. What's my read on Aaron Donald is that he's going to be fine. X-rays, MRI looked positive on his ribs.
I had a question on that, and this is something you never get an answer to. They basically tell you his ribs aren't broken, and then he'll probably won't practice the first day. He'll be limited, maybe the second, and then it doesn't. I'm not sure what they'll say for the rest of the week. You'll never find out until the game. Is like, the ribs aren't broken, but what's going on with them? Like, are they damaged? Is he having any cartilage issues? They just won't say shit. So you never really get to know. It's even worse in the playoffs than the regular season. Some of the secretiveness on this. So of course the Bears are moving.
Of course, yeah, and it was another flag down. It was on New Orleans. This is not going well for the Saints out of the gate. I guess if the Bears
This might
score
be a
here,
good wake up call for the Saints.
I guess what do you think happens on this drive? The Bears have it basically on the 25 right now. What? Yeah, they are 32. They just did a rushing attempt, but it was not to Montgomery.
I know. Who is this? Carter?
DeAndre Carter.
DeAndre?
Not a guy I know.
Nobody need him.
What do you think? What do you think happens on this drive? Field goal, downs, touchdown, or turnover?
I think field goals most likely. Defense stiffens up here, but I mean they're close enough. They'll probably get one to kick. And Mitch just got sacked for 8 yards. So as I say that, that's pretty funny.
Okay, so there are numbers up. We're not going to. So just if you're used to jumping on in about an hour on Sunday and joining us for a live podcast where we break down everything we saw and we crack into some openers, we're not intending to do that today. And a lot of that is because we don't really know what all the matchups are going to be until the night game is completed. I guess we'll know. Yeah, we're not even going to know until well after we would have recorded what the NFC matchups are going to be.
Or are you breaking the news that we're not going to be doing the?
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to do our reactions and opener pod tomorrow.
Yep.
But in lieu of that, do you want to
instead of doing it at like midnight Eastern tonight?
Yeah. Do you want to touch on the lines that are up and go over some thoughts here? You said your number on Chiefs Ravens is 4. It's 4 right now at BetOnline. That total is 52.5. That was kind of, that drive really fell apart.
Did they really kick a 56-yard field goal? Did they attempt one? You mean? Well, it said it was missed, but a late flag. I don't know. I don't have the stream up. As usual, I'm relying.
Right now, my stream is a little behind. There's a flag on the field, and it was a 3rd down throwaway. They punted. That wasn't even one of the choices I gave you.
Well, yeah, they were at the 32. What are the odds that they punted? I mean, that's some.
It's pretty low.
Do you remember when who was the quarterback for the Browns like 3 years ago when they would just screw up every time? I think he went. Was it Kaiser?
Sean Kaiser, where every time he got into the red zone,
that
he would
team
figure out a
would
way.
get into the red zone and punt more times. And maybe I'm just remembering it with too much glee, and it only happened a couple times. But that team would get into the red zone and have like 2 penalties and a sack, and somehow punt from the 43.
Yeah, right. Or they would be on the goal line and he would somehow fumble. Yeah, it was incredible. The Chiefs, I'm seeing 4.5s. I'm seeing 52.5. Interesting that I don't know why that number just moved. Who's betting?
Flag was on the Bears. So.
Couldn't wait for it. They moved the number on the Chiefs for whatever reason. Packers Rams is down to 7. Don't love. In fact, you have to lay -115 to get Rams +7 right now. Yuck. What the hell? What happened there? So does that mean I was right last night about the number? Could have gotten.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when the limits get up. This isn't available at Chris right now.
They threw Miller out of the game. Oh wow, did they? What's he doing down there?
We are missing some stuff. Right
now.
Yeah,
no, this is Jit and Chippy. He did a nice little friggin' bam. Try to punch the guy in the face.
So and it's funny, like as much as it seemed like we were strongly disagreeing last night, in my head I'm like, I would take the Packers in a teaser, but I also kind of like Rams +7.5. I feel like the winning the odds of Packers winning by 3 to 7 is just very, very high. I don't know, maybe that doesn't make a lot of sense.
They're showing the replay of Wims going after Roby Coleman too now.
Oh God, I'd forgotten about that till I saw someone today.
Hysterical.
Yeah, punching someone in the helmet, never a good call. You're just gonna hurt your hand.
Never a good call. Okay, yeah, no. I guess do you less inclined to tease the Packers from 7 to 1? Probably.
Yeah, I'm not teasing from 7 to 1.
You think it could go back up to 7.5? I think it probably does. I'm surprised that that's down to 7 and -115 for the Rams. That's really strange.
It'll be a fun market to watch once we get up.
What do you think of this Pittsburgh Beefalo number? 4.5. That's bigger than I thought by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This was 2.5 on Sunday Night Football like 4 weeks ago.
Let's examine that number quick. So you're saying -4.5 right now.
Yeah.
Where do you let's say, and honestly, you're gonna at the end of the game, it doesn't matter how many players were missing and how many coaches were gone. No one's gonna remember that. If Pittsburgh comes out rested because they rested some star players in week 17, if they come out and the offense looks really good, like it has earlier in the year with all these receivers, and they score 35. Yeah, I mean, do we get 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, and then I don't think there's a scenario where they can win and have it go the other way.
I don't either. So if you want Pittsburgh, you need to play them now.
Bet accordingly.
Yeah. If you like Pittsburgh, you need to play it now. The question is, do you like Pittsburgh? And I don't actually like them in this spot because, and some of the, I guess, would you say yesterday, Josh Allen, we saw him, the Colts kind of, is it? It's gonna get a sketch.
I hope so. I would kill for a Bills Steelers
love that. It's total is 48.5 right now. Total is 48.5. So the thing is, Josh Allen, he didn't look great. He wasn't incredible. He got 300 yards passing, gets the playoff win, has a couple of nice plays in that game, but it took him a while to figure out the cover 2. What Pittsburgh does in their man heavy deal. Josh Allen has been dominant against that defensive scheme, that look all season. So I guess in my head, I kind of want to put Pittsburgh -6 in an open parlay or something like that. Yeah. And then pair it with a Buffalo -3 once we see it. That's crazy. Is that crazy?
Pittsburgh back, Pittsburgh fade.
Yeah, in the same parlay. Would that be wild?
Yeah, and that's something else too. I have a Tampa teaser I have to fill, so I'll be looking at that as we get into next weekend. I don't even care if I wait till next year. I can sit there.
I don't know that you're going to get a number.
Yeah.
Maybe you could. Okay, the way the Saints, as bad as the Saints have looked in this game, you might get Saints +2.5.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I might be closing it with more Tampa. because I think that'll be
Tampa from
really, I think
8.5
that'll be a
to
good game.
2.5, and then Tampa from 2.5 to 8.5. That would just be beautiful. That's a beautiful ticket. I love that. I really hope that manifests, because that number does look a little rich to me. I do think that comes into 3 at least, if not 2.5. What do you think? We didn't even see Tampa Bay play well yesterday, and they won comfortably. They won easily.
And,
like that, they weren't even using the good plays. Although honestly, the amount of touches that Leonard Fournette had was disconcerting, especially since he did well. They may continue to feed Leonard Fournette, in which case that takes an enormous element of their offense away. So the under is probably the play there, 51.5. Do you have a read, feel one way or the other?
Do you think that gets bet down based off this performance? The total?
Yeah.
So that total getting bet down might be something, especially since it'll be another indoor game.
Yeah. Yep.
Got it. What would have been crazy, and it still could happen. The Bears can win this game. I mean, it's close.
On offense.
Yeah, it's close enough where the Bears could win this game by accident, man. So Bears win this game. Tampa could be a team that goes on the road in the first round and then hosts in the second round. Like, well, that would be like, that can't have happened ever. Yeah, I mean, I get Packers that pick them at home. What's wrong with it is the price you're paying. Like, it's expensive. Go look at the money line instead then.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, you can do better there.
Yeah, the point is you can do better.
Yeah, the point is what's the most effective way of capturing EV? Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yep,
there we go. That was, you know what? That was so ugly. But it was good. It was so ugly, but it was good. The current money line price is not up for the Green Bay Packers, but at -7, it's probably like -250-ish to 50, 75.
I get the sneaky feeling that a lot of people aren't betting teasers at -110. If you're not betting at -110, you're paying like $275 for that leg anyway. You know, even at -110, it's $261.
$261, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, just do a money line. Just do a money line parlay if you want that so bad.
Oh yeah, Jared Cook. Oh, don't fumble it, dude. Don't fumble it, please. Cook is so loose with that ball, man. Oof, he looks
just like dying to fumble.
Just dying to fumble. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look at this lucky bastard, Drew. Another.
Wow.
I know someone else who has that.
Don't
ruin that account.
Don't piss that guy off.
You should be betting our second half plays at that account to keep it open.
Or not betting our second half plays at all. The the total in Rams Packers of 47 sing to you at all?
Under.
No? Yeah. 47?
That's probably right on.
It took some fluky stuff to get to get 50 points in that game. Seattle Rams yesterday. They needed a pick six and a broken play for the DK Metcalf.
I mean, do we really see the Rams putting up 30 points again?
No. And the whole point of taking the points with the Rams that I was trying to make last night, although not eloquently because I was pretty drunk, was the Rams have a chance because they are the only defense that can hold Green Bay under 27.
Yeah. 7 points at -20. That's good. A lot of places steal that for 30. Like,
yeah, it is good.
Pretty industry standard is -110 on 6, 20 on 6.5, 30 on 7. So you're actually getting a good price there.
What do you make of a 7-pointer? And anyway, you tease an 8.5 down to 1.5?
No.
What's your
7-pointer? 7-pointer, you use on 9.
On 9.
You use it on 9 and you can't use it on the other side. 9. No, you can use 6.5. It's like 9.5 only, so it doesn't come into play all that much, unless you want to goof around with it. So,
you got any action on the CFP title game tomorrow?
No, but if you guys haven't checked out Lunchtime with me and Alex, Brown Bag Bets, we're bringing in a different guest from Pro Football Focus tomorrow, who deals a lot more in college football. I know it's called Pro Football Focus, but those guys do a lot of
hell
data
yeah.
gathering in college because it's important for evaluating rookies. And then I
Yeah.
think they just said, we're already doing this. Let's just start running more numbers on this. So he's a
Um,
really good DFS guy. Him and our friend Eric banked a big one a few weeks back in college DFS. So
awesome.
the step from DFS to prop betting is a very short step. I think a lot of good DFS players
Is it a
are
step?
very good at props. It's
Isn't
barely
it a lateral move. It's a lateral move.
It's the same
more
thing.
than anything. It's
He-
a shimmy.
yeah,
it's a shimmy. It's not a step.
Yeah, he said, he said I'd be more than happy to talk props. I'm like, good. That's exactly what I was going to ask you because they have some pretty good data on some college stuff. So, and the thing about this is it's not a normal college day. Obviously, it's a championship. So you have massive, massive menu of props. And when there's a massive menu, you're going to find some mispriced stuff. So hopefully you can find some stuff. And then we'll have another college football guest later in the week.
Cool. To talk about the NFL draft?
No, we're going to talk a little about
how are you going to drop that touchdown? I guess that was a good defensive play by Shelley.
But early numbers.
That was a touchdown.
Early numbers for 20.
Dude, get your damn hands on that. That was Cook's fault, actually. Shelley was late.
BBB, 11:30 Eastern every morning, about 20-25 minutes. But yeah, we're going to touch on the early numbers for the 2021 championship and maybe some Heisman props even. Sometimes, I mean, that's how people get.
When is the Heisman?
I think that's already done.
What?
They already gave it to the wide receiver.
Did they really? When was the ceremony?
Oh, I don't know, a couple days ago, like the 5th.
Was it really?
They already gave it to the wide receiver. So we're talking, Devonta won it. We're talking about next year.
He won it, huh?
Yeah,
okay, cool. So there was a really interesting piece on PFF, as long as we're, giving them some shine. Seth Galina wrote it. It was breaking down a lot of Bama offense versus Ohio State defense. And basically Ohio State's defense he used a couple of really nice comps. He was basically like, this is the Seattle Seahawks of college football. They're base. They sell out to stop the run. They hang there. Oh, that should have been a pick. And it's going to be 4th and 2.
You need to get this with 3 field goals.
Yeah, right. Oh, we only need 2.
Oh yeah, 5.5. Well, I think we'll get 3.
Anyway,
Taysom Hill 4th down.
Oh, was it really 4th and 3? Okay,
and they called offsides. 1st and goal. New Orleans Saints. I feel so gross.
Oh my gosh, was that a fake?
That's now 3 for 5,000.
Was that? I don't think they were. Were they? They were going to snap it though. They were actually going to go for it.
Yeah,
I can't believe it. I can't believe we've seen it work twice in one weekend. And it's
in the playoffs. Nerves are high. Yeah. Eddie Jackson just not good anymore.
Eddie Jackson is amazing. There will be no Eddie Jackson slander on this podcast.
There will not.
That was a bad jump though. That was a really bad jump.
There's been a couple of those now. Floyd had a bad. I mean, it wasn't a 4th down in the red zone, but Floyd had a bad jump earlier. Like these defenders are. I said defenders really weird. Manti Te'o sucks. We can say that.
Manti Te'o. I don't know why he's in the league.
Remember when they were +10 to Bama? Speaking of Bama in the title games,
I do.
I'm not even sure that was a title. I think it was a title game. They got the shit beat out of them. Hopefully Reed isn't watching this. We're gonna shit on the Bears and Notre Dame at the same time. Speaking of Reed watching this, hey, don't forget to sign up for WinBet if you're. And people have asked. Coming soon to Michigan. Somebody from Michigan literally asked me. Coming soon to Michigan. Other states, I'm not sure. $500 free bet. Get your free hoodie. DM me with all that stuff. And somebody did ask about whether it was coming to their state or not. And I said, does your state have like mobile only sign up? And they said yes. I think that's going to be a big thing for getting new and good operators in your state, not having to go to a casino to sign up, because they don't want any part of setting up stuff and having overhead. What about your overseas followers? I guess you better figure out how to get to America, Gavin.
If that's your real name.
If that's even your real name. Yeah. Did we get a touchdown?
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah. Iowa just signed up mobile sign up. I think Illinois is that way. So hopefully we just keep getting some more. Yeah. I'm not sure about Tennessee. Tennessee's using the lottery, man. I think lottery states are going to be hard to get good operators in.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Latavius,
that was a weird
former
broken touchdown too. That play was wild. That was an exotic look by the Bears D trying to get pressure on Brees. He was, scrambling around, looked like he was going to do a patented Drew Brees, throw it away, not even give his guy a chance, but he dumped it off to Murray, and Murray did the rest. Why isn't Kamara in? Yes, where is Alvin Kamara? The world wants to know. Why isn't he being targeted in the passing game? He may be messed up from that.
Is Tennessee a major? I'm gonna have to look into Tennessee now. There's so many states that have legalized them now.
Was the Alvin Kamara 7-yard touchdown catch in the second half or first half?
I don't think he caught one.
He's got one catch for 7 yards in this game. It was this half. Hey, all right. It was this half. So 7 yards on the way to 15 for our guy Sully. When are we getting sports betting? I'm guessing Jason's asking. I'm not holding my breath.
4 years? I'd say 4 years for California.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath. Thankfully, I love Colorado, and I'm going to go there and play at the Win. So, very excited. I'm going to go there and play on my WinBet app.
I may have Googled the closest dispensary in Colorado to Minnesota, because I think Colorado, I could just, if I'm in the state, I could just sign up for whatever books are there, and then I could also buy some CBD for my joint pain.
Of course, who doesn't need that, right?
So it's only 8 hours. I might do it. Or 10 maybe. I can't remember. Either way, I might drive. So
Colorado to Minnesota. What's the
up there? I can make Denver in 12.
You ever been to Julesburg?
That's a made up city. You're just made up.
Fort Sedgwick Museum in Julesburg, Colorado.
I think Sedgwick was the name of the town.
Julesburg, Colorado is the easiest way for you to get your WinBet on.
I know, but I need a dispensary too.
Oh, there's no.
I kind of want to do a 2-for-1 there.
There's no dispensary in Julestown.
I'm not sure.
Julesburg. That's a 10-hour drive, man. That's a tough. It's not easy. You got to get down to 80, and then you take that through Omaha, swing by and say, "Hey, to Darren."
So no offense if there's anyone from Nebraska listening, but that drive on 80 through Nebraska is horrible.
All time bad.
It's horrible. Yeah, I should get the weed maps. It is all time bad. It's rough. I've driven to Denver a few times, so.
Sedgwick is your best bet by the looks of it.
Oh, look at this. WinBet has already applied in Tennessee. I'm sure there's some pending legislation. I need to talk to their whatever you want to call it, promotion people, see if they can have me have this information at my fingers so I don't sound like an idiot.
What do the Bears do now, man?
The Bears need to get Montgomery involved. Get him first down, third down.
How many touches do you need from him?
Getting some.
How many touches do you need? How many attempts?
I think I need 5 or 6. So there's
what's
a lot
the total number you have? 18. You need. Oh, you have over under 16 and a half.
16 and a half. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You need 6 more carries for the boy.
All right. Well, let's get him 2 on this drive.
Oh man. Harris English. All of a sudden, by the way, is at -24 in the Century. That'll make one of our buddies happy.
He was legitimately one of the most consistent golfers last year. He was consistently just top 20 and shit.
Wasn't Link wasn't Mr. Link Calhoun? He was basically stumping for Harris as the one and done.
He liked Matsu here too. I don't remember what was my one and dones don't start yet. One and done starts next week. Maybe something we could talk about next week would be some one and done stuff.
Okay.
This is
Yeah, no, one of
still
our
on. Yeah, I
other
don't know. We're
buddies
just sitting there.
he hit Harrod English last night.
They handed it to Patterson.
Oh no, yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. They handed it to Patterson. Boo.
You could use another book in Indiana. Amarillo.
It's gonna be an interesting last few holes out in Hawaii. God, I want to go to Hawaii.
I know it. I know we had a trip that was another trip that just kind of got put on the wayside, was heading to Hawaii with the fam.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that sucks. But hopefully March in Vegas, you guys should all come. Every last one of you. I can't buy you all beers, but maybe we can get some coffee.
Big deep pass to the left by Trubisky should have been picked.
He's really liking Wims today. Yeah, come out to Vegas and we'll do see how many people we can fit around a craps table.
Well, he can't go to Miller. Miller's gone. He can't go to the other guy's hurt. Robinson.
2118 says who refs the ref. He says he's calling it. He also called Nagy to be fired like 6 weeks ago, though. I forgot to give him a hard time about that.
Actually,
made the playoffs for the refs.
Do you think he's safe?
I don't know. He could. I would get rid of him but he's so tied to Pace. You'd have to clean house. Like if Pace and Nagy both go, good.
Why not?
It's good for the team.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not saying he shouldn't be fired.
You only score 3 points in your playoff game, and you're the offensive guru. I feel like this game is consequential one way or the other on the Pace, Nagy, Trubisky, three-headed monster.
I did see a pretty good tweet, which I can't find right now, but he said, if you're mad about watching the Bears or whatever, you can thank Cliff Kingsbury for putting him in the playoffs if you didn't hate him already enough. Oh my God, don't do that to Cliff. That's awful.
I don't know that this would be a better game with them.
No, it's the same thing. Like it's just switching drugs.
You know what's funny too? Because Wolford
that we've done a 42-minute halftime show.
No, this is fun. I'm having fun. It's such a relief that the Ravens won. We haven't even gotten to that. I don't mind. I was a mess this morning. I didn't have any interest in doing that halftime show for the Ravens Titans.
Oh my God! If it was, and spoiler alert, if it was 10-0 at half, there was not going to be a halftime show.
No,
Drew would not have gotten on the air. He would have been laying down, drinking gin straight out of the bottle.
Oh, I would be so sick right now. I would just be sick. It's not like we're out in home, it's not like we're home free by any stretch of the imagination. Like chalk is prevailing in the AFC. Like,
it'll be a very good game.
They're gonna have to do it them damn selves. And really, this is what we've been looking forward to all freaking year. And we're gonna have noted Kansas City fan and aficionado as our guest this week on the divisional preview, which I'm very excited about. It'll get interesting in the debate over Kansas City overrated, properly rated, or underrated.
Here's a question.
Yeah. I want KC.
They're both very tough matchups.
They're both very tough matchups. And I don't want KC because I'm scared of Buffalo.
Sequencing. I think the sequencing matters.
Yes. I want KC coming off their 2 weeks of bye, rusty, probably pick up some Coronas this week.
Everybody talks about Andy Reid bye, but what about Andy Reid double bye?
I think
two rights make a wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right, but two rights made an airplane.
I don't want Kansas City to get because all along my theory about KC was this game is going to be their test. This one, right? If they come out and play inspired football in this game in the divisional round, get a win, they're winning the Super Bowl. I really think so. Like this is the test. If they come into this game and the Ravens punch them in the mouth, and these guys aren't really ready to fight because they haven't fought in so long, then they're in trouble. And I think the Ravens are capable of doing this. The Ravens have been playing elimination football for 6 weeks now. The one wrinkle that really bums me out is this is the third road game in a row for the Ravens. It's not, they haven't had a ton of travel. They went Cincinnati, Tennessee, KC. It's not a ton of travel. My number on that is 48.5, if you're curious.
It's up. It's 3.5, 51.5 right now at BetOnline.
My number is lower than that.
Yeah, I'm actually I would lean closer to 49, but I'm not sure I can bet that. I think it'll get bet down either way.
The other reason I think
KC, if you bet the under now, I think you'll get some value.
Yeah. The other reason I want KC now, I think I realistically the road for Baltimore probably ends after this game, one way or the other. I don't know if they go a fourth game in a row on the road and get another win. They're going to need a Pittsburgh upset, I think, to realistically have a shot to get to the Super Bowl. It's just really tough to win 4-5 games in a row on the road. And I would look for, I haven't used this as a handicapping tool at all, but I really think there's a possibility that the Chiefs pick up some Corona cases this week.
Yeah,
it's really possible.
And, honestly, the best case, and I don't think it'll happen. I don't think you think it'll happen, but getting some sort of weird Browns run would be something. I mean, this is very unlikely. Let's say Browns would have to beat the Steelers and the Chiefs on the road.
Is this true?
Then probably.
I love it. It's probably kids from Chicago watching, right?
I'm actually pissed that I missed a whole third quarter of Gabby now. She's been killing it. My favorite part about this, I had to look up who this was. Like this.
I don't
Gabby.
know what
I don't watch
Nickelodeon. I don't know what you're talking about.
The stream I used pulled up the Nickelodeon streams. They have like Nate Burleson and some little girl. So I'm like, what show is she on? And she's on All That, the new All That. So I'm just like, Gabby gets it. But my favorite thing about Gabby, her favorite part of the whole football game is the punts. Like every time they punt, she's like, oh, like she just loves how high the ball goes. It's hilarious. She's like, I really like the kicking. It looks like it's really hard to do. I'm like, yeah, punting is kind of hard if you want to do it right. So It just cracking me up. Like she gets more excited about the punts than it's not like there was a lot of touchdowns to go off of in the first half anyway. But yeah, Gabby is killing it.
That's funny. Yeah, you're talking a foreign language, man.
Well, and the best part is like them trying to explain. She doesn't understand football really. They're like trying to explain to her some of the parts of football. And during that fumble recovery touchdown that they ended up calling off, them trying to explain to her what a football move was, hearing somebody say it out loud, and say it to a layperson. I'm like, oh my God, what are we doing with these rules?
What are we doing?
Why are these the rules of football? Like hearing them explain a football move to a 15-year-old girl is like, my God, is that really how we decide these games? That made me laugh.
Alvin Kamara hit his rec prop, 17 yards receiving.
Nice. You can go to bed now, Sully. You've done well. You've done well, lad. An Irish accent all the time. Oh shit, Gabby's coming for your job.
Yeah, that's not crazy. Speaking of, did you see who is coming from my job? Did you see who is coming from my job? I'll message you on the side. I don't want to be disrespectful.
Oh yeah, I mean we can talk. Gabby on Brown Bag Bets. We're gonna have fun guests going forward here. We're gonna have some college basketball guests too.
I don't know if you ever listened to the Megapod, but Todd Wishnev is on there. He's a good tennis guy, college basketball guy, just a fun character, top to bottom. And we went head to head on the Bills Colts total. I was like, that's my favorite look of the week. Bills under 51. He's like, my favorite look of the week, Bills over 51. And it was a great back and forth. I liked all his points, all made sense. It was fair.
You're both wrong.
It landed on 51. Yeah, it was quite funny. I gotta say.
Wishnev was on the one show, the HBO show. I thought.
Yeah, the Not So Secret Scope play by.
Here's the thing. Don't lose a yard. Like that's the thing. If you catch the ball in the backfield.
Yeah. Speaking of secret scope plays, are we gonna? Can we withstand? We can take a 14-point fourth quarter here, and we're still okay, right? We had 17.5. Isn't that the number we
17
got?
and a half. Not
Okay.
only that, but New Orleans has the ball across the 50. It's third down, but certainly even a miss here would be, pin deep punt.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I meant show.
All right, well, let's wrap this up. Thank you guys for hanging. There's a lot of people that were willing to chill and hang with us, and honestly, it's going around. The second.
We did the whole third quarter. This is one day. We're gonna do a whole game one day.
The second screen is popping right now. That's like the whole lesson that we learned today. ESPN did a second screen. I think ESPN had 3 broadcasts. They had a gambling one, an analytics one, and the regular. Is that right?
Yeah, they put our.
You'll never guess what the worst of those 3 was. It was the regular one. Holy crap. Some of that commentary made me want to scream. Some of it, I think it's greasy. Man. He's like a bot that just spits out like football, like conventional wisdom. That's just so much of it is nonsense.
He can't get through a sentence without saying momentum.
It's crazy. It's like he's an analytics
established momentum.
It's like he's an analytics bot that somebody coded to just spit out useless football.
Yeah. Everything every coach has ever said before, right in and out of the locker room when they have to just say bullshit to the sideline reporter. That's what Gracie said. It's like all of those things that coaches, all the things that coaches don't actually mean.
Yeah,
Harris with a catch. Look at that. So yeah, you got to take the points. Take the.
I don't know why Harris is such a huge part of this game plan. I would have used Thompson myself personally. Christensen. Alex Noops. I call him Alex Noops.
Hey Noops.
You can find him on Twitter at _Noops. Okay. _Noops.
Let's leave for real. It is the fourth quarter.
All right. You ready? Best of luck to the Saints. Hold on to this lead. Get us a second half winner. We'll see you for the nightcap. Do you have any action on that game, by the way?
In like 20 minutes.
Do you have anything pre-flop? Do you have pre-flop on that? No, me neither. Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk.
I did.
We'll have open minds.
Pittsburgh money line in a shitty 7-team parlay with some basketball.
My angle is let the first 15 plays for the Browns go. They'll be scripted. They'll be good. They'll look good. Let those go, and then get involved in a Pittsburgh play. Okay. Best of luck. Didn't even intend to do that for like an hour.
I'm gassed. I don't have the stamina to do that for that long.
We're training up, man. We're getting in shape.
Yeah, I know we're training up.
Whole second screen, man.
I didn't eat so much cabbage today.
I think that was probably important.
Another third down here.
Drew Brees is not